Hello and welcome. Today is all about the Disney giveaway purchase. Now, as always, what we'll do, we'll go through the box artwork and the instruction manual to start with, and at the very end, what I want to do is actually compare all of this to some of the other giveaways that have already come out this year, because I think this set is beautiful. It's already built, so I can't wait to show you the brick light that it comes with, because it actually projects an image, which is very different. I've never seen anything like that before, and the minifigure it comes with is very smart as well. Now, talking of images, I am in a completely different setup as a test, so I've got a different camera and a slightly different bit of lighting. So in the comments below, let me know if it's coming through cleanly enough, because if this works where I'm sat currently, it then means I can develop the backdrop and actually put all the Lego sets there. But we will get at it. What you're here for is this Disney giveaway purchase. So we'll get straight to it, the box artwork. Now, this is obviously Lego Disney set number 40600. It is supposed to be an 8+. Now, it is something you cannot buy on the Lego website, because obviously it is a giveaway purchase, and you can see that the batteries are included for the brick light. But if we start with the very top, so these things just here, they're actually pictures where you can actually clip them in on the back just in there. Look, so it does tell you how to do it, so you can actually use them as a picture frame where you've got that bit just at the top, and you can have that on all three of them. So that is something that is very nice, and something that is slightly different as well. But with regards to the box artwork, I think it looks very smart. You've got all of the different bricks and everything going across the bottom, and I think it is a lovely silver. Now, on the side of the box, it's just looking like that, and then at the front, you've already seen that, and then at the top, you have your 1-to-1. Now, I do believe that is a beautiful looking minifigure, so I really do like that, and obviously having it in hand is very smart. So fingers crossed, this different setup with this camera, it will pick it up smartly enough. But that is all the box artwork done. Now, on the inside, if I've been clever, what I should have done is, apart from those couple of spare pieces, there should be the instruction booklets just in it. So we have got a couple of instruction booklets and these pieces. So starting with the spare pieces, that's the one that roll onto the floor. These are all of the bricks that you get given extra. So there is 1 or 2 bits and pieces that you might be able to use these for, or you might be able to mock this build ever so slightly if you wanted to. But I think they give you a good selection of extras just in case you end up dropping something that I've just done. Moving on to the instruction manual, we'll start with the actual birthday cake. So you've got the 100 birthday cake. I think looks really smart. You can see that it's actually bag number 1, and you come through and just go straight into the build. So this is where you get your little minifigure from, which looks beautiful. Then on the back, that is it and done. So it's 35 pages, nice and simple to put together, and I think it does look very effective. Moving on to the second booklet. Now, you have got what I think is a really nice touch is this bit just on the inside. Now, none of these are actually stickers. You do not get a single sticker on the inside of these set at all. Everything is print, so anything that we're going to be having a look at in a second, they are all prints. But that is the finished product just on there, and that is 32 pages in, and you can see all of the little bricks that you get given on the outside. So again, I think that looks really nice and smart and effective. And then the last one is the chunkiest one, which is this one just here. Now, this one I think is going to be a lot of people's favourite, because you've got the chair, the popcorn, and then you've got the cinema, where you push down on the button and it actually projects the image on. So what I will do is I'll turn all the lights off once we get to this point, and then hopefully it will show. But this is the chunkiest because there is the most to build. So this actually has 54 pages, I think. And then if we get right to the end, yeah, so it's 45 until the finish, and that's where we clip them all together. So we start off with the special edition minifigure, and I think it looks very smart. So we spin this around and just get a bit of light on the back. You should now be able to see the really nice print that's on the back, and that will come through all the way onto the front, so you can see it underneath the bow tie. Really nice detail on the waistcoat as well, which I think looks very smart. Obviously the face print's just a normal face print, but if you stand him to the side, you can see that he has no print on the side of his arms. It is just the front and back. Then he's got the grey arms with his white gloves. But I think the minifigure itself, I think, looks very smart. Now, moving away from this minifigure, because that is the one figure that is included, and we'll start with this thing. Now, I think this thing looks absolutely beautiful. So you can see that we have got the 2 balloons up at the top. Now, they clip in quite interesting actually, because if I spin this round, you can see that what you've got on the back is that's where your picture frame is, and then you have got the option, if you want to pull the balloon out and then put it onto the other side if required. So depending on which way you clip it, because you can clip it in on that bit and clip it in on that bit, you can then rotate and move the balloons about if you want to. And again, with this one, you can then just put that one down to the side if required. Now, what I do like is obviously it's a chocolate cake, so I love a good bit of chocolate, and like I said, there's one of your spare pieces for the candle. Now, this obviously does come off if you want to, so you can just have that up at the front, so you can get some really nice photos again if you wanted to, with regards to the minifigure just being there if need be. Or what you'll be able to do is, if you want to, just put 1 or 2 minifigures up at the top and just get some nice photos with, which I will do. I've got some other spare minifigures with me, but that is the first part. Then moving on which is this one just here. Now I think this one looks very, very effective. Now don't forget, there are no stickers, they're all prints on this, and there's lots of little bits of details. You've got the pen, and also you can have a minifigure stood there if you want to, so you can try and get yourself some of the other CMFs or backtrack some of them from some of the other sets. And I think it will look very, very effective. Now as we spin round and come round, again, you've got the option of having your picture stuck at the back if you want to, and that is what they're starting to look like if I bring that round, because I will clip them all in at the end. So I think with your pictures up at the top, that will look effective. That's something that I'm not going to do. But then if you have been to Disney and you've got some special photos, then obviously they would look very, very smart in there. What these little things are supposed to be, I'm not 100% sure. I don't know if this is just designed for like the castle. But you can see just on the top, just there, they are on the side. And you've got another one dotted just in here. And you've got these little golden drawers. Now the third and final piece, which I think a lot of you are going to really like, is this thing just here. Now it comes in a couple of different sections. You have got the projector, you have got the main bit just here, and then there is a seat if I reach over, and that is what that seat looks like. So again, minifigure fits on that seat absolutely no problem. You can sit Mickey down, and that you can then just chill out and do whatever he needs to do. So it's a really nice looking cinema chair. Now obviously you can see from the front, they are all very, very similar with regards to the depth. They are absolutely identical, which is a really nice thing. Now this is the projector in question, and this is your light brick. So you've got the light brick on the back, you project it forward, get it close enough, and you will see that there is an image on there. But what I'll do, I'll turn the lights off so you can get a better look. And there we go. I think it looks very, very smart. So you can line it up, you can actually get it in focus as well. So you've got it close enough, just like that. I think that is a really, really nice looking thing. And I do believe that's a little bit of an Easter egg to Steamboat Willie. I do believe that's supposed to be. But this is supposed to be set up directly in front, just like that. That does clip in. And then obviously my finger's going to be in the way. But that is what that looks like from the side. And maybe if I go from that side, you can see it maybe a little bit better. So I think that does look very, very effective on the side there. So maybe one or two of you might be able to motorize this if you want to, so they can get them to spin, because they are on the pins. They do turn around. But obviously it's just this. Now I do believe this is the first ever light brick included in a giveaway purchase, and I have never seen one of the bricks produce an image like this. It's a very, very clever thing. I think it just looks really, really smart. So if I push these back and we start to get these clipped together, so that will be the one in the middle, and if we go by the box, that goes onto the side just like so, and then that one will clip in just like that, all nice and easy. And then you can basically do whatever you please with it, because you can spin it round or you can bring it round the other way. So if you wanted to and you wanted to create a scene, you can then just go from one side to the other so you have got nice options depending on what it is you want to do as you come round, and obviously then you've got it onto the other side. And then I hide some minifigures in the middle, but that's going to take up a little bit of space. But if you bring it back down like so, and we put it out in a straight line, I think that's how a lot of people are going to sort of have theirs. And then don't forget, you've got the chair that goes there, and then you can have the birthday cake basically wherever it wants to go. And don't forget, it's popcorn. So we will get the minifigure off, we'll put the popcorn on, and it sits on there absolutely fine. I do think you should be able to get the fig on there. It's going to be a bit tight though, because it's quite wide, so I'm not too sure that's going to knock it off, but it's kind of on there. But you can obviously, by the box, he is stood up with it, and I would imagine, to be fair, he'll just have the popcorn in his hand. But I think it does look very, very effective. And again, it's up to you if you want the birthday cake dotted about, or they can just clip on, because that's how it is pictured on the box. The cake goes on there, then you can wrap that round in nice and tight. So we put that there, that there. That is the full space that thing is going to take up. Now, talking of space and other giveaways, because that's what we said that we're going to compare it to, we'll go straight in. So if I put this to the back, and you can just use this as a scale, what I will start to do is compare it with some of the other giveaways. Now we'll start off with this truck. You can see just how big this thing actually is compared to the set behind, because hopefully if I put that behind it, you can now kind of use that for scale purposes of just how long this thing is. Don't forget, it is on the curve, so it doesn't take up as much space. And then if we come over to this side and we use this one, so if some of you ever picked up this giveaway, because obviously these are now sort of like an in thing that Lego are doing. This is the first one. There was another one, but I'm not purposely buying sets for the giveaways. It just happens to be that I picked them up with them. That is again for the scale of that one. And then the other giveaway is another chunky vehicle, which is that one. So hopefully you have one of those three other giveaways, just so you can see that for scale. But with regards to the actual length, if this just goes there to there, I do believe it's almost going to be, if we go nose to nose on those two, we can use that as a stud guide, because I think both vehicles are the same length as the Disney. So it has got some good length to it if you needed to display it as a straight line. If not, obviously, what you'll be displaying it as is just as a curve. Now, the other thing that I want to compare it to is this thing just here, which I think scales a lot better, to be honest, so it's a little bit more of a fair comparison. So this is the 4 Plus Disney train, so it has all of the different minifigures on there, but if we use the actual station as a bit of a size guide, I think if we plonk that just in front, you can see just how similar the sizes are for this, and I do really like this as a giveaway. I think it's a really smart looking thing. But in the comments below, let us know your thoughts, let us know what you think. But that is it, I am done. So it's a short and sweet one. Let us know if you've managed to pick this one up, or if you're thinking of backtracking this one to actually pick one of these sets up. I think it's definitely worth it, as long as you're not paying a small fortune for it, because obviously the minifigure, and it's just a really nice looking display. But guys, if you can like this video and subscribe to the channel, that'd be absolutely fantastic. Thoughts in the comments below of what you think. But as always, thank you very much for watching. You lot take care, and I'll catch you next one. Ta-da.